ain't into making. So come give me a hug, get in again. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a chain. I can feel this fire building up a little while in it. When check the wire, sure enough, it's live in it. Try to stop it, but I can't. It's calling my name. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up and took hold attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun and pain, but I was not the one to change. I was not the one to save you. You were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory. Without the IR at the end, the reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Green Bay Packers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And that is incomplete.
What a great coach has said, football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a first down here.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Smith-Njigba in motion right. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. looking to put a drive together.
Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Sanders to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go now. Broncos, shot 60, Mustang 19. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Sanders. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Nice. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Sanders once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Sanders. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
Throwing Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Trap 70 Timberwolves. Ready,
on 3rd and goal, Sanders. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Capo. A gain of 4 yards. 19-18. Cougar 19. Trap 60. Warriors 70.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now back to throw.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Sanders. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Packers at 4-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Packers! Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready? Stop low 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill home from camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70 Rangers, 7 Warriors, 70 Mustangs, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Sanders.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. from 21 yards away. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Catch is made by Hardman. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Bailey tight.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Set. 380. Baylor Tiger. Delta. Hut. Crowd right.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Broncos 23. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Get it. 18, Bronco with 19, Lion. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Sanders to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 8. Here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Ray. Go. 21. 5-9.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Another tote for Etienne.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Sam Laporta, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and a couple.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. Got his man, Okonkwo. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Throwing, Sanders.
It's caught. Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Sanders going to throw again. He'll try and do this himself.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He'll try to do it himself.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Dragon 6, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Now Sanders. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready. 70 Lions.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Lion.
And Johnston sent in motion.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Here's Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Got it. Ready?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
19, Tiger, Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18. Ready?
To throw is Sanders. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Here comes second down.
Stephanie! 19, Charger, 79, trap 60, trap 60.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
Let's go. 18, Warriors 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. That's to his running back, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Buffalo 18.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
60 Vikings. 60. Go.
A short throw taken in by Conklin. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Okay.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
7, 19, 18, 5, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He's back to throw. Whips that one incomplete there.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Mitchell. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Packers 43, Broncos 38.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain, a pickup of 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Herbert to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her with it like me, blowing a coffee to sleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. I know as long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we like we go back, way back.